Well, as I was introduced to the world of carrier Ethernet, it became obvious to me very fast that there was a huge set of terminology that I needed to bring myself up to speed with and to help explain what our company was doing to the rest of the industry. And I needed to develop that common vernacular and understanding to help me achieve the goals that I needed to do for my company. It's been a tremendous benefit. I'm able to take the learnings of my CECP and bring them back into AT&T and have a common format that I can use to help represent our company out with the industry. But further than that, it's also helped me retool myself as an employee, as a person, to help me understand what the challenges are ahead for our company and to help me grow as an employee so that I can help take our company into the future.
The MEF-CECP program today, we have nearly 4,000 MEF-CECPs, certified professionals in 76 countries around the world in over 400 organizations. And we're also seeing leading companies adopting MEF-CECP very strongly. A couple of examples: Level 3 has nearly 500 MEF-CECPs. Time Warner Cable has over 400. So when you see these leading companies, these leading service providers investing so heavily and adopting MEF-CECP so strongly, that's the clearest indication we can get, I think, that this is actually contributing very strongly to increased productivity among their employees, and also it's contributing strongly to the bottom line, the revenue. First of all, there's increased demand for carrier Ethernet services. We're seeing that in business services, we're seeing it in mobile backhaul, we're seeing it in cloud services. So when you have increased demand for carrier Ethernet services, you're going to have increased demand for qualified, expert carrier Ethernet professionals. One follows from the other, of course, and the MEF-CECP program is a very natural and reasonable way to identify suitable carrier Ethernet professionals. The second reason is there's an increased understanding in many companies that in this increasing complex world of carrier Ethernet, it's very important to have a common language, a common understanding of the technology as defined by the MEF across different departments within the organization, for example, sales, engineering and product management, but also between companies, between the suppliers and the customers and the partners. Currently we have one professional certification program, the MEF-CECP certification, and that really focuses on carrier Ethernet services per se, on architecture and service definitions, and it drills down quite deeply technically. What we're working on now with the broadening of the work of the MEF to include service lifecycles and lifecycle service orchestration, LSO, we're working on an additional certification program called MEF-C3, and MEF-C3 will really focus on terminology and concepts, but across the board, so service architecture, connectivity, service definitions, lifecycle and service, LSO. So we're looking forward to having that come out next year.
So in my experience, the key benefit of the MEF-CECP program is the acquisition of that common MEF language. I can see the value on a day-to-day basis when I interact with other CECPs, colleagues of mine, or customers. Instead of spending time explaining to each other the complicated concepts like hairpin switching or endpoint map bundling, we just use those terms and understand each other immediately. It frees us some time to address the important issues related to operations and implementation specific to our projects and really make our work more efficient.
I picked up carrier Ethernet just to sort out, to address issues which we're facing on the market with the customer, with the services. So I was approaching the carrier Ethernet as such from the networking point of view as such. And while doing that, I went first and foremost via the MEF technical specifications, so it was kind of a rocky way for me to start with. And then the next step just came was that I was really going for the exam, and then I went for the MEF Wiki and Fugisto's CECP exam guide, but the previous step was a good base for me to prepare for that exam. So once it's done, I went for the MEF ATP material, which basically was focusing on the exam only and prepared me for that final leap to exam, and eventually I went through. It was a great opportunity with no hassle. It was a comfortable environment that the team behind the scene created, though it was a virtual one. But they really focused on creating that environment, which just sort of assisting you, helping you to focus just on the exam. So it was a great experience for me, and I'm just happy to say that. So it's just a great experience. It's just a great experience, nothing else.
Well, the main reason why I promote the MEF-CECP certification inside Fibre Noire is all about communication. The certification ensures that people are communicating together with the same language, the same MEF terminology. And this is key for Fibre Noire in the delivery of our CE 2.0 certified services to our customers and partners.
So I was able to participate in a boot camp that was held in New Jersey with some of my peers, and we really felt the content of the boot camp gave us that deep understanding of the certification test, so we were all able to achieve that certification. In addition to our on-the-job knowledge, which we've gained over time, it really cemented that information so we could pass the certification.
PLDT realized we need not only the network capability but also the people support. We have won businesses in the Philippines and abroad because they realized and appreciated that PLDT invests heavily on the people and also on the network capability.
It's gotten everybody on kind of the same page and speaking the same language, right? So when we rolled out our initial MEF CE 2.0 certified E-line product, we were, it was the same time that the certification was coming out and allowed all of our sales engineers, our operations folks to actually go in, get the training, understand what we were selling, and in turn they got to take that actually out to our customers and help educate them. They've also had an opportunity to, as we get more and more RFPs and RFIs using MEF terminology, to understand that and be able to respond to those in a timely and accurate manner.
We need to look at the reality as we live it right now. We are living in a digital era. All the enterprises are going through this transformation to go with the pure digital environment. We are living in a well-connected and globalized world where all the enterprises, they do have branches all over the world and they need to be seamlessly integrated and connected. Where is the industry is heading? It's heading towards more open vendor-agnostic network transformation age, and they are asking for more agile, software-based network, and it's not as used to be a box which is specific to certain vendors. Bring all this together and compare this to the MEF certification. It's vendor agnostic, it deals with the terminologies and the new reality of the network, such as the software-defined network, LSO. How to make yourself relevant, this is the certification to get and add it as another layer of the knowledge and how you make yourself relevant to your employer, to the industry. It's ever evolving, it's ever competitive, and you always need to have this leg up. Gain your company's trust, gain your customer trust, and to come up always with this visionary attitude and sit in front of the customers, talk not only about the status quo, but about the future. I'm not discounting the vendor specific. I'm saying here the vendor agnostic and more open certificate that will definitely add a great value for any individual.
Definitely the CECP program and our certification has been very beneficial for us in many aspects. So this was communicating our technology with our customers, which are also certified, being able to gather the requirements and communicate with engineers exactly what has to be built, and giving us a common language how we express the technology that we've built and how we gather the requirements. So overall, it was something that we took big advantage of, certifying multiple of our engineers at C10 and C20 levels. And overall, it's one of the things that's been very beneficial for us over time, and we're looking forward to use it even more as more service providers get certified.